If it if an aspiring film composer is thinking about their options,
Right.
and they can look at more vocational programs like Musicians Institute, I think SAE has a program. A lot of the state universities are beginning to introduce this kind of curriculum. And then you've got the students who are always going to opt for USC or NYU, maybe Royal College of London, if they and their families can afford it.
Right.
But there are a lot of people in this world whose music deserves to be heard,
Right.
who are not going to be able
Okay.
to exercise those options.
Right.
Why should they come here?
This is easily the best of the year-long programs on this side of the Atlantic, for sure. Yes, the price tag of this education is less than lots of other places, if not every other place. What you get here is spectacular.
These guys get a lot of personal attention
Yeah, they
because
get a
I can't, it's been a while. I've taught at a number of different schools, but I can't speak to what their educational mission is at this stage. I know here it's all about trying to find some sort of, we talk about the personal voice, a signature,
right,
um, a fingerprint,
right, exactly.
something that because the competition is so incredibly brutal, when you get out there, if you don't want to wilt in the first 5 or 10 years that you're attempting to do this, you basically have to have some sort of flag you can hold high and say, this is me and this is why I'm different. Like it or hate it,
Right,
you know.
exactly. That's your mission here,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
that, like you said, encouraging them to try to find their own voice, and at the same time giving them the kind of personal attention, which I don't really know if they do that as successfully at USC. Again, I'm an outsider in many ways. I don't teach on campus. The students come to me, and so I don't know exactly how the other professors run their classes and whether or not the head of the program is constantly checking up on the students to see how they're doing. I can't say, but I know for sure you do it
Yeah.
in a way, and that's your big mission, is to, it's not enough just to know them on the surface and to be aware of their music. It's, you dig deeper.
Yeah.
So I think that's a strength. It's more intimate here, starting with you. That's an important. You have to have the perfect commander in chief, or no program's going to be good. But above and beyond that, I mean, you're a great teacher, and you have teachers coming in from all over this the world who specialize in whatever it is that they do, but they're all professional. They all work. It's not like they're professional professors. They're actively working in the business, and they take time off to come here and share their knowledge. And that's
We put
what's,
a lot of love into that part of it.
you certainly
And we
do.
do try to avoid, I mean, there's some brilliant academics out there who could probably enlighten the students on an analytical or theoretical level in certain ways, but they're not going to bring them what
No,
a working professional will
you
bring
got
them.
it. I mean, this is a business of collaborating with people in the real world of show business,
Yeah.
and that's something that someone who's been a professional professor can't really understand. So that's something that's great about this program. The recording sessions you do here, phenomenal. I mean, I think like the orchestras you get, top flight orchestras, the studio recording, incredible. The recordings you get are no worse, equally as good as the ones you'd get in Los Angeles. The level of musicianship here is fantastic. So you remind me, you've got orchestras that are behemoth that you use for some of their sessions, right?
We chop down the real, what our recording engineer Vlad used to call the Godzilla Orchestra. It was 110 musicians.
110
And the brass
musicians.
section was so big that it was basically trying to make a U-turn with the Titanic to make changes on the stage with an orchestra that big. So we whittled it down to 84, and we've given the students a choir to complement that orchestra. But it's
On
still
top of the
big.
84
Yes.
musicians?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go. There's nothing like that in LA. I don't think
Right.
their bands are that big, you know. And yeah, and you're doing one this weekend with a 61 piece group.
64, right.
64, excuse me. And before that it was 31.
38.
38. Okay. Okay, come on, man. That's insane. Is there any other program that allows you to do that here on this side of the Atlantic? I don't think so.
Not that I know of, my friend.
Not that I know of either. So right then and there, you know, the opportunities you get to write for such a massive group of musicians and this playing your music at once, all together in the same room. You don't get that anywhere else.
Yeah, man, I would have given my little finger to have that when I was
Yeah,
first in the business. But thank you for saying this, man, and thank you again for
Oh
coming.
yeah. I love you and I love the program. This is a great program you have here.